And we're back.
8. We
5.
both rolled a 2.
Yep. Okay, so when we last left our heroes, they had just...
bullied butterflies into ending their lives.
Well, yeah. You had a clue.
There was a butterfly with compass rose on it.
And what were you going to do with that? Do you remember?
Take it to Hellbinder.
Hellbinder.
Yes, I got it right.
Good job.
Take it to hell.
Finder. So, Shell, are you going with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm a part of this.
Me.
So, going to... what do you tell... So, the office leading into his office is like the admin office. So you have to... You guys know, like, at your guys' school, you know how you have to come into, like, the main office and there's, like, all the admin people and stuff. And then through that, like, getting through that area, you get to the...
Principal's office?
The actual, like, sort of principal's or headmaster's office or something like that. So... You have Miss Selma Schwartz, and you have to get through. Children?
Yes. Adult.
We've got a clue about butterflies.
What is it?
He texted it to you on your,
Yeah, just...
HUD. You know how, like, Dick Grayson in the 3rd season of Young Justice has, like, the contacts HUD thing? Do you think you have something like that? Where you can, like, basically see chats and stuff like that live? Okay, so he's chatting.
Contact lenses.
Yeah, so he's chatting at you. She's just waiting, because you're just sitting there not doing anything, but your eyes are flashing, so...
What did you say?
Got a clue about the butterfly situation.
Okay, let's do this.
You're in the front office. Mrs. Schwartz is staring at you, trying to determine whether or not you've absolutely lost your mind.
Okay,
So far, the evidence points at yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with this. I'm just gonna have to... Okay. We've got a clue about the butterfly situation. Could you please take us to Mr. Hellbinder?
She reaches over and pushes a button. Sir, 2 students out here. They say they have information regarding the current attack on the city. One of the seniors? No, sir. 2 of the freshmen. That? You know what, fine. Send them in. All right. Right that way. Okay, so, Hellbinder.
Pull up the photos.
Yeah.
Jaw.
Hellbinder is obviously looking. He's looking very. He's in suave mode. He's sitting behind his desk. He sits back. What's? Hang on.
Show him the dang butterfly.
Why am I having so much trouble communicating?
Gabriel, Emma, have a seat.
You can.
Nice.
I just show him the butterfly.
I'm curious. You say you have information about the current attack on the city. The butterflies.
Found this.
You aren't a member of any of the school clubs, are you? We only sent any members of the school clubs to address the situation.
Well, you didn't say that we couldn't go. We went.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that, Gabriel?
You didn't say that we couldn't go.
You just said.
Correct. I did not. Very good. What was your evidence?
So we were looking at the butterflies because we captured a couple of butterflies.
When you say a couple.
At least 1,000. Anyway, important thing. One of them had a compass rose on it.
Yeah, we were looking at the patterns on the butterflies' wings, and none of them were the same.
You noticed that. And how did you notice the compass rose? Was it sheer luck?
We were sort of laying them out because we noticed a butterfly that didn't have...
You stopped defending the city? So
after they were dead. After they were...
After they have left.
Let me see if I understand this. You, without instruction, went to the city, fought, and...
At least 1,000 butterflies.
Well, that's not probably something that you need to brag about. So
okay, whatever.
Butterflies.
So you defended the city, collected over 1,000 butterflies, laid them out onto the street somewhere.
And one of them had a compass rose, which is sort of
laid them out onto the street somewhere, and then...
More of an open field, really.
You found an open field in Halcyon City? You brought them back to the island.
Yeah.
Yes.
We brought them back to the island.
So you've already come back from...
Yes.
And you've laid them out and had time to analyze them, notice the pattern, and find a compass rose.
Yes.
Pulls up, tapping on his computer, touch screens. Alright, I'm moving both of you into advanced science classes. from the entry level. Now, override. Alright. Good work. Compass Rose, you say?
Yeah, did we bring
You brought that one, yeah.
Yeah, just
here? This is a butterfly.
And you say the rest of the wings didn't match?
They didn't. We laid them out, and some of them looked like they were part of sort of a map. Where's the compass?
What's your theory?
That somebody is behind these, or
somebody's trying to lead us.
You think the butterflies are a message?
Yes.
Do you think the picture is a map?
Yes.
Where are they now?
On the
Probably
field.
still on the field.
The soccer field? What do I want you to do? What do I want you? I want you to convince him of this. Now, there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can provoke him.
I'm not
That
gonna
doesn't-
provoke my
Which is-
teacher, my headmaster.
Well, the options are
the
the options are these. Provoke relies on superior, and provoke just means coming up with a good, strong argument, like a logic argument. Okay, that relies on superior. The other way to do it is to basically do a pierce the mask and go, how could I get you to come with me?
I'm not good at superior. Zoe, do you have good superior? You roll that.
Because the other option would be rolling mundane and doing pierce the mask. Are you also bad at mundane?
-1 for both.
Wow.
I don't have a.
Listen, it's
Not a people person or a thinker.
no.
Top job.
I don't
Oh.
have a bonus for mundane. It's just 0.
Okay, so you want to try and provoke
Plus
him
this
by
best.
coming up with a line. Why don't you go ahead? So roll and add your superior.
10.
12.
What?
12 overall.
Oh, 12.
That went well.
Very nice. All right.
Yeah.
I am absolutely convinced that I would like to see more of this.
Right.
Okay.
I assume you know your way to the soccer field?
I will if my 2 new students lead me.
Alright.
Okay.
I mean, it's a big soccer field. I'm assuming the butterflies don't cover all of it. Lead on, McDuff.
This way.
I understand.
Are either of you in advanced literature?
I did a lot of reading over the summer.
Interesting. I'll expect you to explain to me in a short 300-word essay tomorrow why that is a misquote of Shakespeare. And you need to tell me what the actual quote is.
300 words?
1 page. You can spend some of the time explaining why people frequently misquote it.
Okay, this way.
Okay, so going along, you get out. Next little scene is basically you looking down at all the butterflies. Interesting. I see what you mean by the mismatched. They're not even bilaterally similar, are they? From wing to wing. No, this is definitely interesting. Well, you've just come up with a new homework for your new science class for the next week. We're going to be doing pattern matching and statistics in there, I think. Yes, indeed. I need you to gather these up and bring them to Professor Positron. Can you do that?
Yes.
Thank you. And both of you, well done. Again, 300 words tomorrow morning. The rest of the day is kind of shot for a schedule because some of the people who went out into the city kind of thought that, since they were dispatched out to do that, they didn't have to come back. So a bunch of the students don't come. Some of the students don't come back. Some of them come back late. Some of them end up going straight to the school nurse for treatment because they got beat up. So you explained it all to Positron again.
Yeah, Mr. Hellbinder said done.
This is
By the way,
this
we've been
Try
added
not to talk
your-
at the same time. It's difficult for me to track what you're all saying.
By the way, we've been added to the club, I guess. Is it a club? After school
No,
club?
he changed your actual class schedule. You're going into advanced science now.
Also, we are now.
Yes, I just got a notification about that in one of my emails, and he also said that we're going to be doing statistical analysis on your butterflies.
Yeah.
Interesting that you spotted that. We were dealing with them in the city as well, but I didn't notice the pattern. Well done.
Yeah,
Well done. I wonder if there's any. I'll send out word and ask for more of them to be gathered. I wonder if there's any others that. I wonder how often the pattern
Our
repeats.
theory is that it's a huge map made of
We explained
butterflies.
this.
Well, not. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, right.
Interesting. Well, we'll test your hypothesis. It's not a theory yet. It's not strong enough to be a theory, but we'll test your hypothesis in class. And one way or the other, you're going to have the opportunity to write a very interesting paper on this.
Speaking of paper, I have a 300-word essay that I'm doing about Shakespeare.
Sounds about right. Did he misquote Shakespeare in front of you?
Yes.
Very common. Yes. Well, good luck with that this evening. Obviously, you have other work to do right now. All right. Go away. I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright, goodbye.
So,
Tomorrow.
what are you doing with the rest of your day? Oh, you're actually going to do that now?
I am very good at
Wait, hold on.
multitasking.
Don't just type on. So, when you get home, you're living with your dad,
Yes.
who is married again, to the stepmom, who thinks that you should be staying at the school rather because it would be better.
Better for
They're better for you.
Do you tell
passive
them about
aggressive mom club.
Yeah.
how was the first day of school?
Good.
Really?
Butterfly.
You've been kind of negative about everything since you got back here to boring old Earth, so I'm kind of surprised that you thought it was so cool. Did you do anything interesting? Meet many new people?
Fought some giant, sort of aggressive fought some sort of aggressive butterflies with weird patterns on their wings, but other than that,
Wait, the attack on the city? You were part of that?
well, I wasn't helping the butterflies, I was helping capture the butterflies.
Capture.
Oh, by the way, I'm in advanced
You were
science
just in orientation today, and they had you already like out defending the city. That seems a little advanced.
Speaking of advanced, I'm in advanced science now because I'm smart.
Are you trying to get him to change this? Are you trying to change the subject without him noticing? I think that you need to do a pierce the mask. How can I get you to change the subject?
Monday.
7.
You get to ask one question off the pierce the mask list.
How can I get your character to blink?
How can I get your character to stop asking me about the thing?
Cause I don't want to talk about it. Cause I'm gonna get scolded.
People like talking about themselves. The easiest way to get him to change the subject is to ask him if he had anything cool happen to him today.
How's your day?
Well, I had some really interesting news today.
Oh, what was it?
I should say we had some really interesting news. Sweetie, you want to come in here?
Oh, no.
Emma wanted to know about our day today.
Okay.
So they come in and they why don't you sit down? So they sit down and they sit next to each other and they kind of after a few seconds they hold hands. So we found out today that you are going to have a sibling.
I don't say this, but I knew this was going to happen. No.
So
Oh, okay.
So
I'm in her chat like I called it.
I want you to think about something here. I want you to look at the move, take a powerful blow, and I want you to decide whether or not you would feel like you should be taking a powerful blow from this news. Okay, just read it, Sean. So, do you actually type or do you do it all in your head?
In my head.
Do you just sort of habitually sit at your desk in your room anyway, just to?
Yeah, I've got a pseudo desk set up.
Okay. The door opens. Your dad comes in. Are you winning, son?
I understood that reference. About 17/18 through this.
Through what?
This essay I'm doing on a Shakespeare misquote. It's very good.
Leon Macduff?
Yes.
Did you do it wrong?
No.
The headmaster did it wrong, and I didn't notice. He had me do a 300-page essay on it.
300 word.
300-word essay.
Wait, he misquoted and now you have homework?
Yeah, no,
He
he
purposely
misquoted on
misquoted.
Really is a supervillain. Wow. Huh. Hey, so I was looking over the telemetry for your suit today. He calls it a suit even though it's basically your whole body. I was looking at telemetry for your whole suit today. It looks like you really got up to some major activity. I was gonna be impressed with the whole, like, laps around the island thing, but did you, come back into the city and...
I heard your gulping.
That was a pretty non-standard use of the suit. What happened?
I was jumping between buildings, forcefully running into carnivorous butterflies.
Wait, you were fighting that attack in the city?
Yes.
As part of the school stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, I know we sent you to a superhero school, bud, but this is, I'm a little surprised that you were already involved. The suit's reading okay, but how are you already?
A little bit annoyed that I had to deal with that on my first day, but otherwise everything's...
The suit worked out okay.
Oh yeah, no, it's perfectly ran smooth.
Alright, did you get butterfly goop stuck in your suit?
I ran the standard cleaning, but yeah, I think there's some bits left.
All right, maybe you should just the cleaner down in the basement would probably get you going a little bit better than that. Listen. I know that this is a really important thing, and I know you should be really proud of everything that you did today. But I think it would probably upset your mom to know that you were doing something like that. So I think it's really important that you try to keep this kind of. You don't want to end up in the spotlight, you know. Don't be in front of cameras and stuff like that. When you're around here, damp it down on the danger side of things, okay? And just you try to listen. I know the suit is amazing. I know that you think the suit's amazing. I've done what I can for it, but try to be a normal kid, okay? Just be a normal kid. You don't need to be super heroic Danger Mouse right away, okay? Okay, so
nerd.
What he's
Shut
doing,
your
listen,
mouth, it's amazing.
what he's doing is he is shifting your labels, or he's trying to shift your labels. He wants to move your danger down and
That's
your
what I roll all my attacks with.
he wants to move your danger down. He wants to move your mundane up. He's trying to be like a normal kid. Now you don't have to go with this. You can try to resist his influence. You can try to resist the label shift. You can roll to try to resist, but if you don't, then you accept it, and and the label shift happens. So look at your move sheet. In the move sheet, on the inside, there is you see influence, this column right here?
Influence.
Yeah, go about 2/3 of the way down there. It says when you reject someone's influence. All right, so when someone, actually just above that, when someone with influence over you tells you who you are, how the world works, accept what they say or reject their influence. If you accept what they say, the GM will adjust your labels accordingly. If you want to keep your labels the way they are, you have to reject their influence. And then so when you reject someone's influence, roll. No bonuses, you just roll dice. On a hit, you successfully keep to yourself and tune them out. On a 10+, you can choose 2 off the list. On a 7-9, you choose 1 thing off the list. So, if you don't want to have your labels shifted, you need to resist their influence.
Do you have influence over your dad?
No. It's about whether or not your dad has influence over you, and every adult has influence over you. You're going to resist? All right. What'd you get?
9.
Okay.
On a
7 to
9, choose 1.
Okay, so on a hit, you successfully hold to yourself and tune them out. On the 7 to 9, you can choose 1. Clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong.
I already read this. I chose it. I chose.
Okay, I want you to understand something about that before you pick it, okay? Shift 1 label up and 1 label down, your choice. Cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them. Now, I want you to note something about that. That first option is very tasty because it means you get a point of potential, but you have to immediately act opposite to what they're saying. He's saying, be like a normal kid, try not to be, superheroic danger guy, especially where your mom can see. You are at the house, and if you want that point of potential, you need to act out directly opposite to what he's saying right now if you want the potential.
I'm gonna.
The other 2 options do not require that.
I'm going to.
Yeah, right? It's a little bit tough, isn't it, when you know that you're going to be, basically...
Shift labels.
Shift labels? Where are you going to shift your labels?
Where's the pencil?
I think I will take a powerful blow.
You think that's the kind of thing that would give you a powerful blow?
Well, yeah! I don't want a sibling!
Also, because it's
Children are just...
Well, and just to give you that little extra thing, your dad says, you're going to have a sibling. And his wife says, well, half sibling.
What?
Emotional dad!
Because it's not the same mom and dad, it's just the same dad, so it's a half sibling. And she for most kids that doesn't really matter, but she's making a big deal out of it because she
I'm gonna shift. I'm going to.
Because let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought of Kaylee as your half sister?
No.
Of course not.
No, she's not a half sister. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, she's clearly in more. She's clearly in one whole piece.
Yeah, exactly. So
okay, take a powerful blow. Roll. Wait, what do I roll with any advantage?
do you have conditions?
Mundane.
Do you have any conditions right now?
Mundane down and
Monday can only go down to -2. Is it still?
it's now a -2. And I want to say freak up.
Okay.
Alrighty. I have.
So you're gonna get even worse at people. Good job.
I am insecure.
Okay, so what you do is you roll and you add the number of conditions you currently have.
Roll.
And you
plus
want to roll
one.
low.
Oh.
It's good if you
plus
roll.
1.
So the more conditions that you have, the harder it is to take a powerful blow without coming out with situation even getting worse.
Breathing.
Wait, I really wish I could clear my anger.
Well, there's ways to clear your anger.
Speaking of angry.
Woo, 5.
6.
That's great.
That is a miss.
Mark a point of potential.
Yeah.
This is a time when a low roll is good, and it's doubly good. So when you take a powerful blow, on a miss, you stand strong. You don't take nothing bad happens. Mark potential as normal, and tell us how you weather through this emotional blow, this emotional damage.
I kind of wanted to do a 10 plus because I was like, flee.
Yeah, but you don't have to flee. You totally. So internally you want to run away, but externally you're like, I'm cool.
Like, you're having a child. You're having a sibling.
Get
me out of this room.
You're having
Yeah, but
a
you're
child.
not. You're like totally playing chill. So how do you play it cool?
Straight face.
What's that?
Cape straight face.
Do you do anything? Do you act happy? Do you pretend to be like?
No.
That's so neat.
So tell me how you like play it cool. Do you act happy?
Yes.
In what way do you act happy? Do you get up and give them both a big hug?
I mean, you're good.
Oh wow! I'm so glad that you're happy. This is great. And the stepmom is like, what's her name? Jessica. Thanks, Emma. And she kind of like, she kind of does this. She's like, yeah, thank you. Okay.
Good for you.
Okay.
Alright,
Thanks.
so for dinner I'm
Emma?
just setting up a buffer of responses that I can do instead of talking.
I feel like you're channeling a little bit too much of what you would like to do in real life.
Buffer of responses when I don't feel like talking. That's murder ball.
Okay, but what do you do when? Yeah, I know it's Murderbot. What do you do at dinner?
I'm just.
Do you guys gather together for dinner, or do you gather together for something else in the evening? Because you don't eat, so you probably don't just sit at the table while your parents eat. That would be awkward. Also, your mom probably doesn't want to do that. Does your mom spend time with you guys just doing something?
We just watch TV after the meal gets done.
So you basically sit there and don't talk to each other while the TV plays.
Yeah. Basically.
Super. That's great.
Super.
So you raised your freak and lowered your mundane. Why freak? Freak like pushes all your powers and everything like that. That's cool. Is that because you're doing even more, like you're really tapping into even more stuff that your suit can do?
Mm-hmm.
So while you're sitting there watching TV, what diagnostics or testing or whatever are you doing on your suit to like set it up to be able to do even more heroic stuff? Are you doing like a reconfigure on some of the safety parameters? Are you fiddling with scary mode, settings for scary mode?
If I fiddle with the heat release right, I can do it as like a booster for my jumps. And
Okay. Are you doing that while you're sitting there watching TV?
I'm just fiddling.
Unleash your power.
No, you're just watching like
Oh, hey, roll plus
comedy
freak.
and you just get
It's plus freak, but
Which-
you're doing it while you're sitting there in the in the living room. The risk here is that you're doing it to your parameters, but you might accidentally actually make your suit do some of this stuff.
11.
Your dad's talking to you while you're in the middle of programming.
Hey.
Did you hear him, or were you too zoned out?
I was.
He wants to know who your favorite character is in the show. What's the show that all three of you watch?
Garfield as an action series.
Really?
Yes. I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna say John Arbuckle. Wait, hold on a second. I can do this better.
You're doing Garfield as an action series? I don't even know what that would look like. Is he a spy?
Yeah. Lyman.
Lyman.
The friend and roommate of John Arbuckle and the original owner of Odie. He hasn't appeared in a comic strip since I want to say like.
But your favorite character is the dude that they introduced in the pilot, and they haven't had back in the show since then.
He was deeply implied to be gay, and I like that the representation they did there, even if he didn't last as a character.
Okay.
The robot is
Cool. I mean, yeah. Good point. Good point. That was a good point, wasn't it? He says.
Sarah.
Your mom gets up and walks out of the room.
Sarah.
Okay.
She's Sarah. I'm
Who was my mom? What was my
Sarah,
mom's name?
Jessica, and we need somebody's mom to be Parker. And it'll be great.
Parker.
So, what do you do when you get back to your room after dinner? What's that?
Cry.
So now the tears come. Why are you crying? Out of
I
curiosity.
don't like children.
You are children.
I don't like.
I hear that every single time I say I don't like children. You are a child.
No.
I know. I don't like baby children.
Are you talking to Shell about this? So what are you guys
So how
complaining?
does that make you feel?
How are you?
Don't you dare go therapist mode on me.
I can just imagine this chat. Like it's like what are you so upset about? I don't like children. You are children. Shut up! I am not.
I am legally 15. That is not a children.
That is an adolescent.
I'm just sending random audio glyphs,
I am not-
audio bits of laugh tracks.
I am not a child. I am an adolescent disaster.
I'm a
Meanwhile-
walking pile of panic attack.
Meanwhile, I have at least 100 different laugh tracks to use for apparently this very conversation.
So, do you know gender?
No.
Sorry, what?
What gender is the child?
We find that out in a couple months, and we haven't decided if we're going to find out. We can find out in about a month, and we haven't decided if we want to.
Okay.
I mean, we might, and Jessica's like, we might want it to be a surprise. And the thing in your head is, it's going to be a surprise whenever you find out. It doesn't matter whether it's a surprise now or a surprise later, but whatever. Well, I mean, I think it might be a good idea to know, because then we'll know what to decorate. We'll know how we want to decorate the baby's room. And that's what they say during dinner. And then
Exasperating sign noises.
and then your dad's like, yeah, no, it's good, and he changed the subject. It's about an hour later while you're talking to Shell that you realize that there isn't an extra room in their condo. So if there's going to be a baby's room,
No!
You've got.
I don't want to live with a baby! I don't want a baby in my room!
it may be why she keeps pushing for you to live at the school.
Disastrous. You're as villainous as the.
Take another powerful blow. We'll keep rolling until you finally fail.
You're as villainous as Mrs. Selma.
Ugh. Take a powerful blow.
I'm not. I was not serious.
Slash joke.
Okay, so you guys are chatting back and forth. You both get a message. Through like it's like a Mastodon. It's like a federated Mastodon server for.
What's a mastodon?
It's like Twitter, but nobody owns it.
Great.
Communist Twitter. Anybody can have a server, and the servers can talk to each other, but the servers can also ban each other. So you get a federated, a distributed federated server.
Bibbidi bobbidi ban.
So
Great
you
minds think alike.
you can block particular users, but you can also block entire servers if a server. You guys are on a server for
Super.heroes.
yeah, so you could be Blake at super.heroes and
Shell
Shell
at super.
You guys both get DM'd at the same time. Actually, you get DM'd in a group DM. Like you both get hit. Nice job on the on the Flutterby's today.
What? Wait. I guess.
What's their username?
Oh, here the actual username is fascinating. Hyphenating.
Damn.
Fascinating at need a good one. Fascinating at Synapse Cafe. Synapse.cafe is the server that she's at. You guys are probably on. Would you be on like a supers one or LGBTQ one or
Well, I am literally a
or
robot.
a gaming one?
All of the above.
Retro.pizza.
What is that?
That's the name of the server that you're on. Retro Pizza. A polyfandom instance for nerds to talk about nerd culture. No Nazis, no turf. Anyway, so yeah, nice job on the Flutterbys today. Evil Flutterbys.
Queries?
What's that?
Query?
Funny. No, I just thought it'd be just thought it was interesting. Nice to see some tech-oriented heroes out there doing stuff.
Yeah. Thank you.
Where do you live?
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Wow, jumped right to
Don't
the
say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
said
Don't
the
say that.
quiet, creepy part out loud that time.
Don't say that.
Okay.
She does not say that. She doesn't.
You guys interested in a team up anytime?
First, who
I
are you?
would like to know who you are before
You know, stranger danger.
stranger danger.
Oh, I don't think there's much I could do to somebody to you know,
What?
folks like you. You know, I'm
But
always-
it would
Do you
still be
have
helpful.
med-
another tech meta like you guys.
It is
Are
a game.
Are you at Phoenix? Do you go to Phoenix or something?
No, not not everybody goes to Phoenix.
Okay.
Listen, we saw you guys doing stuff in the city. It looked pretty cool. We just thought it would be cool to reach out. I got nominated. I got a lot of tech meta friends. Meta just means meta human.
Yeah.
I got a couple friends who are tech metas like you guys and me. Just thought I'd say hi.
Hi.
Wanted to reach out, see if you guys wanted to do a team up sometime. Maybe if some Tyrannosaurus Tech is attacking the city, we can team up.
Fair.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Hey, listen, we'll message you if something cool comes up.
Alright.
Nice. Okay. So you guys end up putting yourself to sleep talking about nonsense most of the night. The next day, getting to school is relatively uneventful, and the first part of the day passes in something of a haze as it's way more crowded on the school grounds because the sophomores, juniors, and seniors are there. They're all talking about the attack from the previous day. Homeroom, basically everyone's sort of comparing notes and everything. People are giving Cherub kind of a hard time. Everyone's talking about how everybody was talking about Flexigal and what she did with the honor roll, because apparently, even though lots of people were involved, she was the one that sort of made the news that night for what she did. And
what did she do?
Well, she was like,
with
she kind of did what you did with the force ball, but she did with her whole body.
And she also was in a no freshman group.
Yep,
As
she got
a
invited earlier. In. It's not necessarily no freshmen. It's just no freshmen usually on day one. Because it's like the high achievers from the school, and how are you a high achiever if you haven't even been at the school yet? But apparently she's well known enough outside of the school that they invited her.
Hey, Flexigal, are you an advanced scientist?
Speaking of advanced sciences, we're going to stop there with you guys in advanced sciences. I said, well, today we were going to talk about, and Professor Poston lists off something that sounds incredibly cool to be talking about, and instead what we're going to do is look at dead bugs. Thanks to our two newest classmates, Blink and Shell. Everyone say thank you to Blink and Shell. Everyone's like, great. None of them are freshmen. All of them are upperclassmen. You're the two youngest kids in the class, and you just messed up their syllabus. That's where we're gonna.
What was he planning to have us do?
Everyone's gonna build their own robots, and instead you're looking.
I have my own robot. He's my own.
Alright, hold on. I'll split off a chunk.
He is my own robot.
Don't do that.
All right. So at the end of the session, we do something. It's on the sheet here. Don't close down yet. At the end of the session, we do something. That is an end of the session move. It's on the inside of this book. Look here.
And
at the end of every session, choose one. Grow closer to the team. Explain who made you feel welcome. Give influence to that character and clear a condition or mark potential. Grow into your own image of yourself or grow away from the team.
Can I stop being insecure?
Yeah.
Possibly. You got to give. If you do, you got to give influence to Sean.
I already gave influence.
Yeah, you can give influence to him. It's going to be a little bit weird because we don't. You can also give influence to somebody else if you want to give influence to somebody else that you know from the class or something like that.
Go closer.
All right. Do you grow closer to Emma?
Well, it's kind of the only person.
No, you can grow closer to NPCs like that. We have a small group so you can. Do you feel like you've grown closer to her over the course of all the shenanigans?
Can I grow away from my stepmom?
No.
Dang it.
Just say yes.
Sure, Emma.
We didn't really interact with her. All right. So Emma, did she already have influence over you? I'm pretty sure she did.
Yeah.
Okay. So Emma. So Sean, you get to either clear a condition or gain a point of potential.
One hand. I'm one away from getting a new upgrade. On the other hand, Angie.
You can get rid of anger if you do, or you can get a point.
Okay, so you know how I was mentioning like the heating that would allow me to give a boost?
Mm-hmm.
Fireball.
That's not what the advances do.
Fireball, boo.
That isn't what the advances do. Don't worry. Are you going to take a point of potential? We'll talk about the level up
You
in a
take
second.
further and reveal another two.
Did you add a point?
Wait.
I'm gonna add potential.
Okay, mark a point of potential. Zoe.
Yes.
He gave you influence. You already have influence. Means you get to shift his labels for.
Wait, what do I get to do?
You get to move one label up. Tell him he can do it.
What's going down?
What's Alan? Teamwork.
What are you going to lower?
Savior.
He doesn't get
That's
to
what I was
say.
thinking.
What are you lowering?
Savior.
It is now at 0.
Savior's is 0, mundane's -1. Okay, duly noted. Potential is 5. All right.
Now I can.
Okay, just wait. Just wait.
Okay, jeez.
All right, Zoe, are you going closer to the team? Because you can give him influence too. And the same thing happens. He would change you. He can shift your labels, and you get to either clear a condition or take a point up.
Clear condition.
All right, what are you clearing?
The only condition I have.
Guilty?
Insecure.
Insecure. All right, so you clear insecure.
I
Sean,
don't know why.
Sean, you get to shift your labels.
I'll wait for her to resist us.
What are you going to change?
See here. Get a pencil.
Everything's either
Wait,
0.
just wait. Sit down.
I have 2 zeros, 2 plus 2, and 1 minus.
Add,
just say-
add savior lower danger.
So savior is what? 0?
Savior to 0.
Danger to -1. Okay. Okay.
It's not like I
Now,
have
so
any
let me see your
smoking
character sheet for a second, Sean.
Oh,
So when you get a point of potential, you can pick from these advancement options that are here. Look, you can pick from these options here above the line, okay? Options are take another move from your playbook. There's a couple different options for taking another move from playbook. You can take a move from a different playbook. Take the Doom track and Doom signs from the Doomed playbook.
how about I don't?
How about you don't? Somebody permanently loses influence over you, and you can add 1 to one of your labels. You can rearrange your labels however you want and add +1 to one of your labels. You can unlock your moment of truth, or you can mutate further and reveal another 2 abilities chosen from any playbook. So that would be how you would do,
Add on.
more stuff. You could add
I'm going to checkmark mutate.
you're gonna what?
Checkmark mutate further.
Checkmark mutate further. So you got impenetrable armor, superhuman senses.
Reveal another new abilities chosen from any player.
I know. I'm just saying right now you have impenetrable armor and superhuman senses. You can also pick up might. You could pick might from your thing, and you could also pick up something like one of the playbooks has unbelievable movement or something like that, or impossible movement. So you could basically take super jump, strength, and super jump.
Okay, so I feel like super jump works as strength.
Well, if you just want to have super jump be part of strength,
Human might and
well, come here.
super. What's that?
You can pick whatever. Super speed's one of the things you could pick for sure.
Super speed.
So might, armor, super speed, and what's the senses?
Yeah.
You can choose 2.
He did.
Yeah, I did. This is in human might.
Oh.
And did you write super speed in there somewhere? No, write it underneath. Write it there. Yeah, write it. Sure, that's fine, but write it down next to all your other powers there. Just write down super speed and put a little checkbox next to it. Just add it to the list. Cool. I like it. Gives you more narrative flexibility. Between super speed and strength, you can pretty much, mobility shouldn't be a thing. Now, when we're saying super speed, listen, I'm thinking Aida, not Ida, not the Flash. Okay.
Yeah,
You are a very fast machine. You are not tapping into the speed force. Okay. It ain't that kind of super speed. Cool. Fast as a speeding car, not as fast as light.
Oh, we don't.
It wouldn't make a lot of sense for your background. All right, cool.
But like reciproida or
Reciproito, sure. Okay. Thank you, guys. I'm going to rest because I have a game coming up later and I'm still sick, so I'm going to rest. Thank you.
child.